We're on site today in High Wycombe with Oxford Instruments. They're a long-standing client of ours. We've done work with them for over a decade now. And this latest project has been to transform the reception area that we're stood in today and also the first floor office area. Prior to this project being carried out, space was very dated, and the transformation that we will see today is wildly different from what it was before.
The space was very inflexible. It was all rigid rows of desks and seats. There was no scope really for collaboration. You couldn't just get that seamless, fluid connection between the staff.
We collaborated very closely with the client, carried out a number of workshops to really find out what was frustrating with their existing space, but what they were looking for from a new space. So upstairs we've introduced 4 new R&D labs. We've also completely remodelled the changing room, shower room and washroom facilities, as well as upgraded the communal areas. So it's really given every part of the building a lift.
This is, I think, their third project that they've done here for us, so it's a natural fit for us to go back to a preferred supplier. We've worked with Glenside, they've proven the concept, they know us as a business, they know the site as a business, they know how we like to work and interact together, so they were a preferred choice for us to be our supplier and our vendor for this contract.
So we've been looking at trying to work out how to refresh the site for a number of years because it was getting a little tired. When you really looked at what was happening on the site, you would find there are many desks that are empty and the space that we had around us just wasn't being used effectively.
We've introduced hot desks here, we've introduced a lot more collaborative spaces here, high desks and lots of different ways of working, and I think on the whole received very well. In terms of the positive space, we're just making a lot better use of the space that we've got here. We're quite lucky with the space that we've got, and now we've moved into a more modern feel, bringing this office into the 21st century. It's light, it's airy, it's welcoming.
For me, the fact that Glenside consistently deliver the schedules and the plans that they say they're going to is one of the key parts of being able to ensure we're not disrupted. Always knowing what it is that's going to happen gives us the opportunity to plan, and to plan alongside Glenside.
Glenside really come in and work with us as a team. They're not prescriptive, they listen to us, and their design teams and their project management teams really took on board our vision and what we wanted to do with the space we had here. And one thing that I think that was very clear here is Glenside come with a very detailed proposal. You know, the team that we had, they were very open to us saying, that's a great idea, that's costing X, we cannot afford that. Can you give me some other options of doing things a bit differently? And they showed us various options to be able to manage our budget constraints, but also not hindering the vision that we've had. So overall, working with Glenside, fantastic. We felt like they were part of our team here, not a third-party contractor.
They're a one-stop shop, so they're able to do our lab facilities, our technical facilities, our production areas and our office space as well. I would strongly recommend Glenside. One, for their professionalism, their response time is very, very good, and I think their understanding of the business is critical.